Very much so. It's weakening. We're seeing a lot of rain down the Carolinas. I think you're going to hear about flooding the next couple of days. And you saw that damage there in Florida. Just think about it. That storm tracked actually offshore about 20 to 30 miles. Had it moved inland, just say 30 miles, we would be talking about even more damage than what we see right now. But it weakened as it headed toward the Carolina coast, just making landfall just north of Charleston, South Carolina this morning. And now, because it's interacting with land, it's losing a lot of its characteristics. Still a hurricane with 75-mile-an-hour winds. But remember what a hurricane is, a big wet sponge, and it is dropping tremendous amounts of water down there. We've been talking about Matthew, but also just out to the west, there's been another system sitting out here. That is actually Nicole. It once was a hurricane, a Category 2 hurricane. It is now down to tropical storm status, and it will just sit down here. Just want to point it out to you. It's not expected to do anything, but there are two systems that are offshore. Now, this one is going to have some impact on us. You see the tornado watch is out until midnight tonight down here to the south. That's important to remember that this storm system has brought moisture all the way up along the east coast. So this cold front, when it would come through, typically wouldn't have much rain with it. But because it has this extra moisture left over from Matthew, that's why we're going to see some steady rains. Now, the heavy rains have been down here to the south. Look at this, over a foot of rain into parts of North Carolina. Not out of the question that 20 inches of rain could fall in some of those areas before this storm is over with. So up here, we're just getting a little bit of plume from moisture. This is where the main storm is, and that's where it will be staying over the next 24 hours. Right now, we've had a few scattered showers out there, not much going on. It's going to get enhanced as we start to talk about tomorrow's forecast. So as you look over the city right now, it's still 67 degrees. Very mild night with southerly winds at 5 miles per hour. The temperature is not going to change much tonight or tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow it may actually be warmer in the morning than it is during the afternoon. Here are those temperatures right now in the low to upper 60s. And tonight, cloudy skies, a few showers out there, 54 to 58 degrees. Tomorrow, warmest in the morning, cooling a little bit as we head toward the afternoon. There'll be some scattered showers, but to the southeast, it is going to be a full-fledged rain with perhaps even some downpours. So let me give you a timeline. This is 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. A few scattered showers out there. Temperatures are relatively mild. Pretty gray day for us tomorrow. Then we head towards about 10 o'clock. Notice what happens now. We start to see more and more development in the southeastern part of the state, especially towards the Cape and the islands. That area is going to continue to blossom, but if you're inland, you're going to go, what rain? And the cutoff line really is just about right on top of Boston. This is the map at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We go to tomorrow evening. Still some downpours taking place over the Cape and the islands, but probably even less of a threat of rain as you look over the Boston area. And eventually, as we head toward late Sunday night into Monday, it all starts to kick its way offshore. You may be left with a few clouds early Monday morning at the Cape, but we're going to be enjoying sunshine. So how much rain are we talking about? Most areas, just a few scattered showers, a quarter, maybe a half inch if you're lucky, but you get down towards the Cape and the islands, we could get over an inch of rain out of this whole thing. And as I mentioned, Boston is right on that dividing line. So as we talk about the ball game tomorrow at 4:08, there is going to be a shower threat out there. It's not a guarantee that it'll be raining. It will be on the cool side with temperatures pretty much in the mid to upper 50s. So that tropical moisture is feeding into this system as we talk about, but behind it, cool air comes flowing in here. So you'll notice the temperature is much chillier as we start to talk about the sunshine returning to the forecast next week. Here's the way the 7-day forecast looks then. As we look at tomorrow, gray day, showers around the area and to rain to the southeastern part of the state. We go into sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Very dry conditions with temperatures in the 60s. Now another cold front starts coming this way on Thursday. It could trigger off a round of showers, but it's pretty limited the amount of moisture it has. Not looking for too much rain out of that. And behind it, even more fall-like weather, as high temperatures will be just into the upper 50s. Best opportunity for rain is going to be tomorrow, southeastern part of the state. The threat on Thursday is looking like much less of a threat. That's my latest forecast for right now. I'm meteorologist Mike Wonkum.